dealing with my cat.
There it is. I can hear everybody. Ooh, sorry about that.
Welcome.
Hi.
I think all you need to do is just roll your hit die real quick.
Yes.
Go ahead and do that, and then we'll start.
Okay.
Make sure all of
Ooh.
Oh, it's nice.
Uh, First one take average.
Yeah, first one, take average. That would give you 9. So you would get an additional 21 hit points.
Cool.
That's good for third level.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think I'm good to go.
Alrighty. When we left off last time, you guys had just gotten the case that was being hidden at the dispository, and you prevented a elven spy from taking it. Ended up killing said elven spy, and then on your way to the safe house, you came across a wounded wyvern rider who kind of went down an alley and then ended up killing and butchering a boy's parents. Luckily, you were able to quickly dispose of him, and then you got the little boy with you and are on your way over to the safe house that Tempest is taking you to, or Torrent is taking you to, sorry.
What was the kid's name again? Was it Joheim, or am I thinking of the other Thursday game?
Joheim.
Joheim. Okay, I'm thinking of the correct Thursday game.
Are we?
Yes.
Okay.
You were taking him there because it'd be a safe place for him.
No, I'm asking, was that his actual name, or was it the other Thursday
Saving
game?
somebody. We saved some kid.
I posted in chat. Hold on. I'll figure it out later. Alrighty. As you guys near this temple, you come across it's a pretty nice temple. It's a temple of the Order of the Aquiline Cross, which is devoted to a god of healing. As you go inside, you see there are hundreds of people, and you see children crying. There's priests in there tending to numerous injuries from that people have suffered from the fire, the stampeding crowds, and the violent looters. And you also see just inside the door as you arrive, you see a dark-skinned, dark-haired young woman dressed all in black playing a rather somber tune on a guitar. A lot of you would recognize it as a New Year's festival song. It's just being redone in a minor key.
Love that.
And you kind of see the song is kind of bringing people down a little bit, but she keeps on playing. And as you guys are entering, you see Eltran and Kalkos kind of look at you guys. It's like, this is a... Eltran kind of looks at you. It's like, this is kind of getting serious. If it's alright with you lot, I'm going to try and help out here in Kalkos. I think it's going to do the same. We wish you luck with your mission and future endeavors. And with that, you lose them within the crowd as they walk off.
See you later, guys. Why did they have to leave? I don't know. Maybe, important. Oh, yeah, we are in a war. And, I don't know what I'm doing now.
I think he's just upset that horse got away.
Oh, yeah. He's going after that horse.
And whoever wants to roll perception.
I would also like to roll.
You would like to? Well, that's persuasion. Ah, there it is. Yeah. Kilgore sees time, space, and everything.
Alrighty.
For once, he doesn't talk to himself.
Alright, Kilgore and Niles and Roran. As you kind of looking around, you kind of you see a young half-orc woman. The crowd's kind of yelling at her angrily, and standing next to her, kind of trying to shield her from the anger. You see a rather tall loxodon, kind of covered in spores. And you also see a young half-elven woman also standing by her.
Yeah, no, Karen's gonna go break this shit up. Oh wait, Karen doesn't see it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Lauren is pointing it out to you, Karen.
Karen gonna go break this shit up now.
You start to approach, and they look at you. Good! Dragonborn! These three have helped bring this siege upon us. That half-orc and the magic user right there, and then that other druid magic user. They're to blame for our suffering here.
Why do you say that?
Well, without them, the Regisians wouldn't be trying to break into the city, now would it?
Something tells me the Regisians would try to break into the city whether these three were here or not. The Regisian Empire isn't exactly a friend of the people, now are they?
The human looking at you kind of just stares up at you.
I'm just raising, I'd say eyebrows, but Dragonborns don't have eyebrows.
They have like eye spines.
Yeah, so I'm just, those same muscles are raising, and Karen's just looking at him like, come on now. The Regisians are assholes.
He kind of looks at you. You're about to say something when he has a hand of an individual kind of just putting it right there. Just like, you see a human male wearing what looks like priestly robes, just kind of looking at him. What do you think you're doing? We're here resting, trying to heal people. We don't need you making anything worse. Please, settle down, or else I will have to ask you to leave. And if you guys look in the Pokedex folder, you will see who this individual is.
Where's the Pokedex folder?
Yeah, where?
Oh, it's right up there at the top.
Mhm.
We're dumb. Forgive me.
I'm sorry. He looks like he's.
Is that the dude who just talked to the human?
No.
Oh, is that the human?
Yeah, this is the priest that came to put a stop.
Oh, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Isn't there enough trouble going on outside? You want to raise more in here?
The human male that was yelling kind of looks at you guys like, fine. And he kind of just storms off, sulking.
Keep that energy for the Regisians.
It's okay,
Yeah, 'cause
buddy.
my next. I was actually about to step out from behind Karen and be like, "This is a safe house.
You're making it not safe.
Your actions are making it unsafe, and I request that you please stop."
Which is what Roran would have said if you hadn't walked off.
Yeah,
The half-orc
which is
woman,
actually really good for a one charisma.
the half-orc woman kind of looks at you and says, thank you. Thank you, miss, and thank you, sir, for trying to shield me from them, she says to Ali Diane, or...
Yeah.
Is it alright if I call it? If I say Allie?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
I'm not really sure how to say it either.
Thank you. and she'll turn to Ilros. Thank you, sir.
Happy to try and help.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem.
That's very eloquent, yeah.
So, we got this case. Who are we supposed to be giving it to?
Torrent kind of steps up, and she looks at you like, well, right now we can discuss that in the morning. This here is Biren. And she points to the human priest, who's looking a little tired and haggard right now. He's like, I suggest we get some rest right now. It looks like you guys have had a tiring day. We can discuss this over breakfast in the morning, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, I'm tired as hell because I decided to run down steps.
Good. And Torrent, I thought you said there were 6 individuals that would be coming with you. Torrent kind of looks at him and is like, there were. The other 2 are here, but it seems they don't want to join our little mission. And you 2, you helped protect that young woman just now. Would you be willing to help out?
I would love to help out. Are we going to get yelled at some more? Because I don't like being yelled at.
Oh, no, you won't. I can't promise you won't be yelled at, but you won't be yelled at by anyone in the Resistance. That's for sure.
In that case, I am very happy to help.
Excellent. And your name?
We used to be called Ilros Oakhearts. Just Ilros is fine, though.
Just Ilros. Excellent. And you see the one speaking to you is this young human woman with long white hair wearing very heavy armor. And she has the symbol of cord around her neck. It's like, pleasure to meet you, Ilros. And you, my dear, you appear to be a magic user, are you not?
I am. Is that something of interest to you?
No. But I will say, if you're willing to help out, it might be in your best interests with how the Regisians are going about trying to capture a lot of you.
I suppose you have a point. I wouldn't mind joining.
Excellent.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Take this.
Take this. Hands are an entire party.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of danger, like, what's the like makeup of the people in here? Like, I mean, it's chaos outside.
You
I'm
see a
little
lot of
concerned about how
humans in
safe we actually
here.
are.
You see a lot of humans, some elves. You don't really see any tieflings or dragonborn there. There's about 3 or 4 halflings that are also there. For a lot of them look like they're covered in soot. A few of them look like they have broken arms or been trampled on.
Are there any others that seem to be, capable in a fight?
Not really. The ones that look like they're capable of are probably with the guards right now.
Or us.
Or us, yeah.
Or them.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. Sorry.
If that's the case, then we should. I'm not seeing many
I'm reading
capable
it.
hands. If we're gonna rest, we may want to take some guard watches. Last thing we need is this thing overrun and us all have our throats slit in our sleep.
Well, I can account for 2 of them.
Trent kind of looks at you guys like, don't worry about the watches. This place is pretty safe. The head priest there, he's casted a spell on the building that anyone that wishes harm won't be able to get in. So you'll at least be safe for the night.
Safe
Okay.
for the night is safe enough for me.
And Niles will kind of assess the priest, Buren. Just kind of look him up and down and shrug his shoulders. Well, if that changes, somebody wake me.
He kind of looks at you. Trust me, if that does happen, I'll be the first one to know. And with that, you guys are free to take your rest.
I was gonna say something. I was like, Kilgore's just gonna go lay down. I don't know where. It doesn't matter. He doesn't really care. Talk to Larry and say goodnight, and then cuddle with Larry and start snoring.
Oh, for our new players, Larry is his pet rat.
Okay.
I have a pet rat, so his name's Larry.
It's an adorable pet rat.
So we'll take our full rest.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. Roram will trance out.
Alrighty. The rest of the night goes by pretty peacefully. The fighting noises you've been hearing most of the night stops after about an hour or two, and you don't hear any more after that. You wake up in the next morning, and you see Torrance already fully armored, looking at you lot. Well, we best go meet with Bjorn right now. I showed him the case, if you don't mind. And he did come up with some things.
Oh?
Well, I'm curious to know what was in that case. And how it pertains to the happenings and goings on.
And if you'll excuse me, I'll be right back.
Timbuk says he ordered food in it.
Yeah.
That time. Things. I wonder what the
I
things
couldn't
are.
tell if that was the DM or if that was supposed to be Torrance.
I think it was actually the DM.
Yep. It seems to be.
Hold on, I'll be right back. What would Gore do?
We had a gore in our last game too. The game
Alright,
that
I'm back.
Ilros and I played in.
Nice.
Welcome back.
we did.
Alright, Torrent leads you into the head priest's quarters where he set up a table with 8 chairs around it, and in front of each chair, or on the table, is a plate of food for each of you, along with some water.
Oh, great. Look at this, Larry. We got more food.
Welcome. Before we begin, is it alright if we get some introductions after all?
Introductions might be in order, I suppose. Maybe.
Well, a lot of you did work with Torrent last night, but there are 2 new individuals, it seems, with you that don't know her as well.
I really don't know her.
That's fair. So who wants to be first to introduce themselves?
Uh,
Well, hey guys, my name's Kilgore, and you guys know me, but you two, yeah, hi. Uh,
Hello,
this
Kilgore.
this is my best friend and companion, Larry. As you see his head stick out of my armor,
And Larry's
like
kind of
right
looking
around the
around
neck.
the room.
And I
cute
give him
mouse
some of
stick.
my food that is in front of me.
Larry just kind of chomps on it.
Very great. I pet him. I say, good boy. I am good with crossbows, and I can sense animals if I could, but I have to do a preparation. But I can do that. Oh, my favorite terrain is mountains, and my favorite enemy is dragons.
Of course. Very nice and very nice to know, Kilgore.
I also can speak in goblin and giant.
Excellent.
Real quick, what race are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a human.
Okay.
Variant human.
Okay. I'm just curious because new.
That I know two different languages. Is that my class feat, right? Or something?
The extra language came from your class, yes.
Okay. Came from my class. I'm a ranger, by the way. Gloomstalk Ranger.
Cool.
well, I'm Rowan Strongfist. I punch shit and extract the vitality after.
The Resistance can use more people like you, Rowan. Surprised you're not with the Shahalesti.
Yeah, well, my people sent me to join the resistance. Actually,
Excellent.
because what the Rhodesians do to their empire affects the whole world.
That it does. That it does. Baron kind of look at whoever wants to speak next.
I'm your Karen.
Dragonborn. Silver? No. White? Strange.
You don't quite get the scales the sheen with silver or white.
I can gather that.
Let's just say I'm special among my people.
Alright.
A bit too much so sometimes. But if you need things hit, and if you need somebody in the front, come talk to me.
Rowan just snickers into his hand. She gets really angry sometimes.
Why do I feel like he got hit?
He didn't.
Why do I feel like a Rowan got hit?
He didn't.
Okay.
Your Karen just kind of nods, and she's like, "That's the effect of battle. All that energy has to go somewhere."
That's true. That is true. Who's next?
Well, I'm Ali Diane, you can call me Ali, and I'm a magic user, as you can see. I would like to think.
Excellent. The Buren kind of looks at you a little bit. Allie, were you a professor at the Gabal school here in the Gate Pass?
Uh,
It's like, wait, hold on, let me check my character notes.
You can say yes or no.
yes.
I'm glad you said that, because now you are even more tied into this.
Yeah.
Allie, do you know if all the students managed to get out of the city before the lockdown got in place?
I wouldn't know because I haven't seen all of them, but I do think quite a few made it out.
Good, good. I would say if you want, you might want to go there, see if there's any others there, hopefully. And if there are, send them our way or try and help them out of the city if you can.
Yes, if I do encounter them, I'll be sure to give them my help.
Thank you. And then he'll look at Niles or Ilros who haven't spoken yet.
Niles will point his dagger at Ilros.
Yes. Oh. Hello. We are Ilros. We like to help people.
Definitely can use more of that in the Resistance. I'm glad you did what you did to help that young woman last night.
We hate to see harm come to other people, you know, unless they deserve it. And she didn't deserve it.
Agreed. She came here just like everyone else last night. Scared, wounded. She didn't need any of what that man was about to do. So I'm glad you stepped up when you did.
Well, I guess it's my turn. My name is Niles. As I revealed to some of the other folks here in our mission to make it to this building, I was once part of the Emperor's Secret Inquisition, which has since been dissolved to his Eminence's rumored death. And the trail has led me here to this resistance to be perhaps the most informative as to what could have possibly gone on. My greatest strength would be I can always get to the right answer of any question.
He's kind of looking at you closely and looking at Torrent. So you're an Inquisitor, but you're not part of the Regisians' current Inquisition, are you?
Not those barbarians. What they do is messy. Not
He has a lot of
classy.
opinion on the current Inquisition.
It's part of my job is to know the enemies.
I think the term used was actually heretics.
Indeed. That is probably the best.
He kind of looks at Torrent. Well, if you're vouching for him, he's trustworthy enough. Torrent nods, like, yeah. I've seen his work. He hasn't given me any reason to doubt him.
I'll be the first to stick a knife into any of those Regisian filthy inquisitors. And he spits.
Buren looks at you as you do that, and he gives a smile. Oh, I like you. Well, I guess I better...
So where do we go from here?
Well, and he puts the case on the table. All right. I spent some time last night after Torrent gave this to me trying to figure out how to open it. There's a book in there.
A book.
Yes, it's written in a code. I can't quite make out what it is.
I could take a look, see if I could understand.
By all means, here you go. You take a look at it. You can't really, you don't recognize the language it's written in?
Well, this seems like quite a challenge.
And what language does everyone speak?
Roran speaks Common and Elvish. If Karen speaks, I don't know.
Common,
Uh,
Draconic.
And Celestial, I think.
I think, yeah.
Niles, what do you speak?
Niall speaks Abyssal, Common, Gith, and Undercommon.
Alright. Ilros?
Hero speaks Common, Druidic, and Primordial.
It's
Alright.
a pretty good balance of
And
stuff, actually.
I know what Ali speaks.
You know what I speak, right?
Yeah.
What languages do you speak, Kilgore?
Giant. Well, Common, Giant, and Goblin.
Alrighty. None of those
Common
can
and
make
Draconic.
out what it says. Niles, after being shown some of the writing, it looks vaguely abyssal, but like maybe sharing some letters here and there, but it's not abyssal.
Could I do some sort of intelligence check? Because what he's thinking is perhaps infernal.
Roll history. You're looking at it, you can't really think what it could be. You're just trying to think what languages are similar to abyssal.
And I'll say that out loud as I take a look. Some of those characters are similar, if not perhaps shared with the abyssal language. That of demons. Doesn't bode well for the author of this book.
Well, that stinks. I mean, we can't read the book.
uh,
I don't know why. Sorry. He's just talking to himself.
Yeah. Ali, being a professor and someone who's studied various things, go ahead and roll a history check.
Okay, dumb question. How do I roll?
You're gonna click on where it says history.
Okay, yeah, well, okay, so do you see on your how it has, like, all of your skills?
Next to your, like, ability scores.
Yes.
Right. Where it says history, you just click on the word history.
Yeah, it's in your skill list.
Oh, and you have it set to GM?
I don't know. I think that's automatic.
Oh, I think that might have been my fault, Walls.
Alright, I can fix that.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Alright, there we go. Alright. But you'd rolled a 24, which is excellent. Because I was going to give you advantage on this thanks to what Niall said. Allie, hearing him say abyssal, you take out a notebook and kind of start fingering through it and looking back at the book. And you believe it to be written in the infernal language, the language of devils.
So this appears to be written in the infernal language, which unfortunately I am not fluent in, but we might be able to make out some of what it says.
Bjorn kind of looks at you. That's what I figured.
Do any of our magic users have the ability to comprehend unknown or otherwise unintelligible languages?
That's a good question. Do any of us comprehend languages?
Roran doesn't have any spells. Neither does the Aquiline. That's, I don't. No, wait, you do. I think. Yeah. Because of your
Oh, the Phoenix.
no
What am I?
totem.
Oh, right, totem. Right.
And one of you does have comprehend language.
Is that me? Because I'm trying to find my skills and I can't remember where I put.
Yeah, it's in spells.
Yeah,
Okay, so
You can just
yeah,
say
if you
you're
look at
casting
the
it.
top of your sheet.
okay, so how do I use it? Do I just
Click
You
on
can
it.
just say it. And we'll.
Yeah, you can click on it or say it.
I do recommend you do cast it ritually because we don't know what we're gonna have to deal with today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
if you cast it ritually, you aren't going to use the spell slot because you only have a certain number of those per day.
okay?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I have 3 spell slots.
Unfortunately, magic in D&D doesn't like magic anywhere else.
Yeah.
So while she ritually casts comprehend languages, I'm gonna turn to Buren and say, "So what's your history, priest? You seem to have quite the nice system and setup going on around here."
Well, I've been the head priest here for the last 10 years. Before that, I was a soldier. I've seen a lot of the horrors of war, and I don't wish for anyone to suffer it again. So when I came across the resistance and heard what they wanted to do, I jumped at the chance to help prevent a war. There's no need for any senseless bloodshed. It only brings more suffering.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you found yourself here at Gate Pass?
Well, I've been in the Gate Pass for 10 years. So I guess you could say I've grown comfortable in the city.
I take it you won't be accompanying us then.
I won't, but Torrent here will. She'll accompany you as far as the Lyceum.
She seems quite capable enough.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to recruit her when we did. Before the seas wanted to call her back.
Well, we brought in a young lad with us,
You brought in a young lad.
hoping that he will be taken well care of. Well, it seems we are not going to be tarrying here for very long.
Of course, of course. And you see him kind of reach up to his forehead as he casts sending. Ah, good. One of the priests here, a young woman by the name of Mia, is already looking after the boy. He'll be well taken care of. I promise you that.
That pleases me. Thank you.
You're
And
very
he'll turn
welcome.
back and look towards Allie and her efforts in casting the ritual.
Yeah, Allie, 10 minutes go by and then you're able to start making out what it says. but you're kind of looking at it. It seems to be a lot of nonsense. Like you're reading it, you're understanding what it's saying, but you don't see any plans or anything written. Just random jargon.
So this is fascinating. It's just a bunch of words. Maybe it's in a code? Because it's not making any sort of grammatical sense.
It's written in a code.
It's possible because this sort of structure wouldn't make any sense otherwise.
Alright, and okay, I could have a scribe try and make a copy of a couple of the pages and see if we could work the resistance while you guys are out taking it to the Lyceum, work on trying to break the code. But that would take some time. It's probably more prudent to take it wherever to the Lyceum.
Now, wasn't this book supposed to, or this case supposed to hold some sort of intelligence?
It is, and if it's written in a code, it's gonna need to be broken, but probably not safe to do that here.
Well, what's the origin of this book? How do we know if it's intelligence, if it's jumbled and doesn't make sense?
The one that told you about it, Badgerface, the one at the dispository, he managed to sneak out of the city a couple weeks back and made it to a Rogesian camp and stole it off of one of the officials. The official was the one that had it in the case, so going by that,
Could have been a decoy.
it could be, but
And there was nothing else in the case, just the book.
just the book.
I don't like taking on a mission or a quest without clear objectives or purpose.
I understand that
Little
too.
agitated and uncertain.
I understand that too. I think even with the uncertainty, I do know probably getting out of the city and getting the Lyceum to at the very least inform them what's happened here might be in the best interests.
Well, one thing's certain, I don't want to be here anymore. Things have gotten a little too heated.
Of course. Of course.
You chance know a way out of the city.
There might be a couple of ways you could go. You could try convincing one of the city council members to help get you out. Or you could try sneaking over the wall. Perhaps maybe go to the Gabal School of Magic, see if anyone's there, maybe they might have a way out.
I have a distinct feeling that convincing the council member will take too long.
It won't take me very long. Unless you're against
We can do that.
certain ways of persuasion.
I'm a bounty hunter.
How
There's no real person that I'm against.
long do you think I was in the city for?
You've probably been there about a week.
Okay. But I know like any extra information about the city.
Not really.
Okay. Not there too often.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I asked.
What is like the general feeling of the council in the city? Are they lean more towards helpful? Are they more corrupt? Are they, kind of what's the take on this group?
There aren't too many of them that probably would be willing to help. A couple of them, from what I know, they're willing to let the Rogesians send some Inquisitors in. There's one, however, Erdan. He's trying to convince them he might be someone you could go talk to.
Would it not be safe at the Cabal School of Magic? I mean, I would figure that's where the Inquisition would have headed to first.
Fortunately, they haven't been let into the city yet. But who knows how long that's going to be.
I'm not good at convincing people to do stuff. So we can try whatever you guys want to do. If you think that's going to be the most effective way, then we can go do that. But if it's not, then, we're shit out of luck.
What's the worst that could happen? We get killed as the city is overrun?
Overrun. Oh my god, that would be terrible if the city got overrun. Because I don't know what I would do, but I don't know if I'll leave you guys or I might just go out by myself and blah blah blah. And he just starts talking to himself.
I
About
think
what
the
you just
West
said.
would be to be taken alive by the Inquisition.
I agree with you there.
I don't like the idea of some of the council being in cahoots with them. Makes me wary of this other council member.
I agree with you there, but there's not much we can do about them.
This Cabal School of Magic, what do you know what kind of assistance we might find there?
Ellie, do you think there might be someone there willing to help?
From what I know, there are a variety of different and opinions within the school, so it's possible if we talk to the right person, we might be able to find someone to help us.
I mean, if I were a magic user, I'd be firmly of the opinion of I do not want to be captured.
Yeah.
That might be our best bet. If everybody's okay with that.
Well, I said.
Do keep in mind that any sort of teleportation magic can be fatal at this time.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Neither do I. Ellie, surely at the school you guys have noticed teleportation magic has been acting funky as well. Do you have any thoughts?
Unfortunately, I don't know much more than you. I definitely don't know what the cause is, but it has been noted.
If only I've been here longer. Oh, maybe Larry can find us a way out.
You mean
Yeah, Larry.
Buren kind of just starts laughing at that. That is a suggestion. following a rat.
Hey, listen,
Put
Larry is smart, and I always.
We'll put that at plan.
Z.
More, I was just thinking mechanically. Beast Bond, I was going to have him.
Well, Beastpawn, they need an intelligence higher than 4.
I thought it was less than 4.
Higher than 4.
Oh, is it higher than 4? I thought. Then I guess.
Oh,
I
wait,
read
no,
wrong.
No, the spell.
Fails.
Spell fails.
It fails if it has higher than 4.
Alright. I'm just double checking what the rat's
But it's only
intelligence-
10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know how far he would be able to get to.
Not far at all.
Nope. We'll scratch that. It's just mechanically. But I still suggest it. It's just the way Kilgore is.
Oh, that's one idea. Anyone else have any suggestions?
I don't know that scaling the wall is the best idea. Seems to risk exposure.
I mean,
We know that they're manning the gates and the walls.
if you could find a spot where you don't see a patrol at, which might be possible, you might be able to find a spot where you could climb over. But you'd have to move quickly.
First, how high are these walls?
Niles looks up the loxodon, assesses his climbing abilities.
The walls are 40 feet tall.
Oh wow.
so? How long would it take to climb that wall?
Probably a couple minutes.
Because Ali can cast invisibility, so
I think that's
If-
only on yourself.
Yeah.
is it on herself?
Yeah, if you had higher spell slots, you could do an additional one person for each slot.
Oh, okay.
But that is a good thought.
How is everyone's confidence in their scaling abilities? I'd say I'm average myself.
I think I'd be okay. I mean, it's not a mountain, so I wouldn't know.
No, it's not a mountain, it's a vertical.
Yeah, but I can
edifice
climb
that you have to
mountains really
scale.
good.
I think that is useful because we may be heading into mountains.
Ilros could maybe help somebody climb up, give somebody a bit of a boost, but we would very much prefer talking. Ilros is pretty okay at talking to people. So if we want to try to convince someone to get us out of here, that would probably go better for this several 100-pound elephant man.
And Torrent kind of looks at you. And if things go wrong, it wouldn't be long before we have 40 soldiers on us.
Well, let me lay out my thinking. Magic seems to be a bit in a ruckus. I don't know the capabilities of the magic wielders in the Cabal school, but teleportation does not seem like a good idea if that's what they resort to. I'm looking around and assessing and don't see that this group is much capable of scaling a vertical 40-foot wall, going unnoticed and doing it in a timely manner. If our loxodon friend is good with speech, I'm good with convincing by more painful means. Perhaps the council member is our best bet. Or perhaps already that individual empathizes with the resistance. In which case it might go smoothly.
Well, you're very tactical, aren't you?
By the way, Bjorn, it was Bjorn, right? Um, how far away is this council member's house building? Where?
From where you guys are at, it will take you about an hour to get to. And the
What those
Gabal's school.
counselor?
And
Will
the
that cut
school.
down time?
No.
Because city secrets.
There's not really any secret alleyways you could take to get there.
Okay.
And the Cabal school is about 30 minutes from where you guys are at.
So our best bet would be check out the school first, and then head towards.
Council member, if the school doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now you guys are like right here. And the council member's place is right here.
Ah, so the school is on the way. I'm fine with that. If they have a means other than teleportation, sure. Don't want to be risking my life through that mode of transport.
Of course.
All right, Mo. A-okay.
Does silence mean we're all in agreement?
I see no fault with the plan. Yet.
Acceptable.
Then you have a connection with the school, it would seem. Did I misunderstand your position in the city?
No, I have. Wait, do I?
You do. You did teach there.
Oh, okay, so
And
that's
go
right.
ahead and roll history.
Okay.
Alright, with that 19, you remember there was a student there that had a way with his silver tongue. He has the name of Diogenes. You think if he's there, he might be able to use his silver tongue to maybe help get you guys out of the city gate without much trouble.
Okay, so there may be individuals that, if we can find them, may be of assistance to us and help us be able to leave the city quite easily.
Sounds good to me. Where do we find these guys? Or guy?
At the school.
Hmm?
At the school. She
At the
mentioned she was
school?
one of the attendants there.
What? What school?
The Cabal School of War. Cabal School of War. It's a basically It's basically Hogwarts.
Okay. Well, why don't we head there? Why are we just standing here, sitting here? Let's get a move on.
Buren kind of just looks at Kilgore. Like, I really like this guy's attitude.
Ilros is just going to kind of lean down to Kilgore and whisper loudly, Ilros is new here. We don't know the way to the school. And then just kind of shrug apologetically.
He does not know the way.
But I know the way to the school. Or know where, like, what direction I need to go into. Like,
you would kind of know the direction, but Torrent kind of looks at Allie. Allie, being a professor, would you mind leading us there?
Of course, it would be my pleasure, says Ali, but honestly, I have no idea where we're going. I'm just trying to look at the map to figure it out.
It's all good. You would know it is roughly, you guys are currently right there where I just clicked. The school is right here.
Okay.
It's the...
Ellie will show you the way.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'll just lead the way. Is there like a wall thing in the middle? Or
That's a gate you guys can easily get through.
alright, so we can just be on our way then.
Is there any more food? I guess I'll take some of my food for Larry. Some extra little nibbits.
Yeah, there's enough for you to each have a day's ration.
Okay. I have to keep Larry on my ration pile sometimes. He gets in there.
Alrighty.
Niles will address Torrent. If we're getting out of the city, how far is it to the Lyceum? Meaning, are we going to need to supply up before we head out?
Well, I got enough supplies to help get us to at least Dacian. After we get out of the gate pass, we're going to need to head towards the Fire Forest. And after that, we're going to need to travel to Dacian. That'll take us probably a week, 2 weeks, depending on how quick we are at... And we should have enough food for now, and we can always hunt for some more, if that's alright with you. And
Bit of a journey.
And I do have
That is fine with me.
And I do have a handy little spell if we aren't able to find anything.
Ilros holds up a giant elephant hand and just says, we're remarkably good at finding food as we go.
Excellent.
That all seems to be taken care of then. Should we be off to the school?
Of course. Let us get a move on. Alright, and as you guys are traveling, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Just one person? There we go.
Yep.
14.
Alright, as you guys start getting nearer to the school, you kind of take a turn down a alley to kind of take a shortcut to avoid some of the crowds to the school that Allie showed you. And you guys notice as you enter that alley, you see a couple of the individuals you saw outside the pub yesterday that you fought. More individuals dressed like them are starting to follow you. And as you get to the end of the alley to try and get back to the main road, you see more of them cutting off your way.
Seems we didn't teach these guys enough of a lesson. Who's ready to rumble?
Well, didn't you say that they had, like, armbands on?
They did have armbands.
Would through my background, did I recognize mercenary, I'm going to say insignias?
Mercenary emblem.
Mercenary emblems. Would I recognize them?
You recognize them as members of the Black Horse organization.
Was that a black horse that Eltron shot at?
No,
Oh.
it was a brindle.
Oh, they're the cute
Yes.
ones.
I guess we're rolling initiative.
No, you're thinking of piebbles.
Yeah, brindles are awesome.
In this group that's approaching us, do either of them resemble the one that got away from us the other night?
Nope. And I'm going to go ahead and roll initiative. And Allie, to roll initiative, what you're going to do first is click on your token on the screen and then click initiative on your character sheet.
Ooh!
Whoa!
Double crits. But good thing I have advantage, because that was a 10 and a critical.
Kilgore got a nat 20 on initiative. I too got a nat 20 on initiative. Let's see what you get.
Did you want to?
A 6.
6.
Good luck, Haster. Run out somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, good thing I have advantage on initiative.
I don't. I still rolled that nat 20.
Yeah.
Plus
+6.
Sorry, I'm still figuring it out. So it's which thing do I?
Alright, let us know if you need me or Zidane to roll your initiative. We have a sheet.
Yeah.
So click on your token on the screen
On the map.
and then up at the top, like right below your name and your race, just say initiative. It should have like whatever your dex modifier is in there, like point something.
Yeah,
It's like
for
armor
you,
class, initiative, and speed.
for you, it'll say 2.14.
Yeah, 2.14. Just click on that. Like click on where it says initiative. Okay.
There you go. And you got your first one out of the way.
Your first one out of the way. And is that everyone on the board?
She's not on the board.
Yeah.
So there, I'm gonna edit her.
All right.
There we go.
And I still need to roll for Torrent. And give me 1 sec.
Her point with her -1 dex mod.
No, please don't drink from that. I filled up this one. I filled this up.
Why did I go last?
Alrighty. Kilgore, you are first.
I guess I will cast Hunter's Mark
Alright.
on. Hold on. Let me see. I gotta switch the ones. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one.
That one. Alright. That one is Hunter's Marked.
And then, do I get like if I shoot my crossbow twice, right? Because I get 2
Yeah,
attacks.
and being a UA ranger, you have advantage on your attacks this round.
Yeah. I already had a critical.
Yeah, you nat 20 rolls.
Yeah, well, regardless, the UA ranger, when they go
Yeah.
first or in front of someone, they have advantage.
So I'm gonna hit him with my crossbow.
14 does not hit.
I get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one will hit. Go ahead and roll your d6 and your d8.
D6,
Nice.
D8.
good shot. Anything else for
18.
you?
No, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
You do 2 rapid fires with your crossbow bolt. Your first one just barely misses, bouncing off this guy's armor. Your second one, however, hits right in the chest, and you hear him scream as he rips out the bolt and tosses it on the ground.
Awesome.
Roran.
Oh, that's well within my range. So basically, roundabout route to get to right behind the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And with advantage, two of these.
All right, both of those are going to hit.
And that's me, actually.
All right. He's not going yet. Niles, you're up.
Okay, so I'll assess the one that's directly in front of Niles, and as a bonus action, use my insightful fighting ability. So making a insight check against his charisma deception, which will, if I win that check, I gain advantage on attacks against the target.
Yep, and I'm going to mark that with that.
Okay. And after doing that, I will draw my short bow
All right.
and shoot at the target. So the 19. That was a crappy sneak attack roll.
I know. It's like... Ugh.
But hopefully a
Crap
19
damage
hits.
all around. Holy
Absolute
shit.
minimum.
Yeah.
Ilros, you are up. Unless, Niles, you got anything else you want to do?
Nope. That will be me.
Alrighty. Ilros.
All right. Ilros is going to kind of slowly lumber up to this guy at the bottom here, and as I'm going, I'm gonna. Ilros is holding like a bit short to be a walking stick, but just kind of a. It seems like spiritual, like it has like religious significance or something like that. Just like a big long stick, but it looks maybe like a small tree. It's got like leaves and stuff on it, and there's like feathers hanging from it and things like that. And he kind of drags a hand across it and mutters something under his breath as he goes walking towards this guy. And it has a magical glow. And then I'm gonna bonus action shillelagh, and then I'm gonna just smack this guy.
Go right ahead.
So 20
I'm
to
sorry,
hit.
you can describe the stick all you want, but now I'm like
Pretty drunk.
actually Rafiki, but an elephant.
Kinda, yeah.
Alright.
Ilros, what are you doing?
Cool. I rolled a 1 for damage.
We might be rolling low, but at least we're hitting.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
At least you are hitting. That's the good thing. Alright,
Baby, I left it open for you to get
now it is
advantage.
Torrent's turn, and hold on. I just want to measure something real quick.
What?
Dang it. No matter what I do, Ilros, you're going to be in this range of what she's about to do.
All right.
I'm sorry. She's going to move right there. And she's going to do Thunder Wave at level 2.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Ilros, I need you to make a con save. And I will say, even if you fail, you're not taking that much damage, because I rolled absolute shit, too.
All right. Well, I rolled an 8.
Alright. You are taking 8 points of damage.
Oh no, I'm down. I joke.
And
How'd you get me?
And 2 of them managed to fail. The other one The wounded one managed to hold his ground against it, but the ones that and technically you're also pushed 10 feet away, but there's not really any way you can go, so I'm going to have you make a dex check, Ilros. And I'm going to have this guy do a dex save.
Cool. 10. Nope.
Okay, and you managed to fall right on top of this guy. And how heavy is Ilros?
Like 400 and some pounds.
Ooh.
Okay,
Ilros is like 8'6", and yeah, probably like 450 pounds ish.
Little man goes squish.
this guy takes 12 points of crushing damage as you are now laying on top of him.
I'd say bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Okay, it's bludgeoning damage.
Because it's a blunt object, it's a loxodon. They're not exactly known for being sharp.
I have tusks.
That's what I was going to say. His tusks with
Just
it.
impale him on your tusk.
That was what his dex save was to avoid.
Oh, to avoid the tusks, so he was taking damage no matter what. It was just a matter of piercing bludgeoning.
Yeah, if he would have failed, it would have been a lot worse. And that is Torrent's go. Yakarin.
Wow.
Alright, so...
Oh, you're there. Okay. That's Gore. I don't know why I thought Gore was an enemy. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. No, like, straight up, I was like, oh, what, here? Here's where my advantage is?
No.
No.
I mean, you could attack Gore if you want.
I'm not gonna attack Kilgore. I am going to rage, though.
I mean, I'll make a new character if you want me to.
No.
No, I don't want you making a new character ever again.
Ever. No.
The only way you will is if something happens.
Yeah, no, nothing's gonna happen to this one. But we are gonna take out the Great Axe. And we're gonna do one of them.
Oh, boy, yeah. Yeah. For 18.
Oh yeah, that's right, that is it, because... I'm not level 5 yet.
This one's going to move right there. This one's going to move right here. This one will move right there.
The one that I fell on top of, I'm going to use my reaction when it starts its turn and cause it to take some damage, maybe.
Alright, it is its turn right now.
So, he just kind of starts coughing and sputtering because he's too close to me, and DC 14 Constitution save.
Oh boy. Yeah, that is a fail. He takes an additional 3. And he can't really push you off, so he's gonna try and stab you with his sword, so he's at disadvantage, but because he has the other guy on the other side, it's a straight roll for him.
But he's prone. Does it work like that?
He's still a combatant.
True.
But he's also prone and technically kind of restrained.
Yes, so you know what? I'll give him disadvantage, but he misses anyway with a 13.
Nice.
The other one is going to try and attack you. And a 20 will hit for 5. And then
Cool.
these two are going to try and hit Torrent. One will hit her for 6. Then these two are both going to take whacks at Yakarin.
I'm resistant to all of their damage.
Yeah.
16 to hit.
Miss.
Yeah, actually, I believe.
And a 10 to hit. That is a miss.
Magic number is 17.
Yeah.
Allie, you are up.
Oh boy. So,
I personally would recommend going for this one. Generally, the red dot means they're bloodied, which means they're close to dying. They have less than half their.
alright, so let's see if I can.
Yeah, well, I reminded you of that, didn't I?
By the way, how do I use, like,
All right,
skills?
to use some of your spells, you just click on them. Like your attack spells, when you're on your main page, they're already set up. So you just click on them, then it will ask you what level you want to use it at.
Okay,
Are you trying to do magic missile?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then you just click it on your attacks and spellcasting, right under basically your hit points and hit die. Yeah.
All right, and for magic missile, I gave you both gems and the regular magic missile, just because they make sense.
All right, and you have
2 more.
and roll that twice more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you have to do is in the chat, that box that says magic missile, I think you can just click it again.
No.
Oh no, okay, never mind. You have to actually roll it from the sheet.
Yep.
Yeah, magic missile's weird like that.
I don't play wizards, so don't.
And then
Half of what I tell you
one
might be
time.
wrong.
There we go.
Good old 11 points of damage.
And you were doing that at what level? 102.
1.
Alright, so that is 11 points of damage. And this one dies.
Cool.
You kind of take a look at your spell book and turn to the right page and start muttering your arcane incantation and just point your finger at the guy as 3 arcane darts hit him. And he kind of yells out in pain before collapsing.
Satisfying.
Kilgore.
Yeah. Moving Hunter's Mark to this guy.
Moving Hunter's Mark. Alright.
That's my bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I am going to run up here and attack him with my short sword.
Go ahead. You have advantage. That will hit for 7.
And then I roll d6, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Damn!
Nice.
Kilgore wants to do well tonight.
I guess.
Anything else for you, Kilgore? Or?
I think that's everything I can do.
Alright, Roran.
Yeah, a couple more of these.
Pow.
Alright. Your first hit will break this
Hit
guy's
outright.
neck.
Okay, so
Cool.
at that point I would swing around to here.
Yep.
So I currently have 7 temporary hit points.
Yes, you do. Anything else for you?
Nah, that's it.
Alright. And now, before you go, everyone go ahead and roll perception for me.
Yeah.
No, that's a 7. Sorry, I did not mean to roll at an advantage.
Alright, and Allie, just waiting for your perception.
Hang on.
It's going to
Yep, I got it.
where it's going to be under the history skill.
Alrighty. Everyone except Roran and Kilgore, you all kind of look up and you see an individual standing on the roof yelling, "Have no fear, Rental is here!"
Oh no.
And he's gonna hop off doing a backflip off the roof and land in 3-point landing here.
What did you get in his acrobatics? He's a bard. Doesn't matter what he got on his actor.
Just, her looks over at him and like,
Who are you?
yeah, basically,
Who are you?
never mind. Discuss that later.
And he is going to take out his short sword and a dagger. And he's going to make 2 attacks on this guy.
He's definitely a bar.
Yeah, he's definitely a those kinds of stuff.
Okay. He goes with a dagger and that's going to miss, but he goes in with his short sword and you just see this guy just fall to the ground dead as this guy stabs him through the heart.
Nice.
Wow.
College of Swords.
He is not College of Swords, actually. He did
Oh.
a total
Whispers.
of 14 points of piercing and 17 sneak attack.
So he's swashbuckler.
So he's a higher level character.
No,
Yeah.
no, he did a crit.
So he's a swashbuckler.
Maybe.
He's a swashbuckler.
It doesn't matter.
No, I just like trying to dissect.
Yeah, like
I
me
also
and her.
take a few steps over here to have cleaner line of sight and to give Roran some swinging room. And then once again fire the short bow at the one between Torrent and Kilgore.
Alright, go right ahead.
Hmm?
The
have
23
advantage.
will hit. And you fire your bow and it goes straight through this guy's eye.
Shot through the
Nice.
eye.
And
Thank
you're
you.
He kind of just...
Hopefully.
There's a
It's so
bad
quick he doesn't even make a sound.
That one's down. He'll kind of pull his bow up and like blow it off, like as if it was like a smoking gun.
Bless.
Good bow. Good bow.
Just-
Kilgore just looks really confused.
Ilros is going to untangle himself from these two and just kind of stand up, and then big old shillelagh thwack on the guy that has
Is
been
still on
laying
the
on top of.
ground. That will hit, and you crush his head in as with a satisfying whack.
Cool.
Are you
He's
the only one alive?
Yeah, no.
I'm going to go just stand over here and flank this guy.
Alrighty.
Are you sure you want to do that now?
Yeah, I'm still fine.
Torrent is up, and seeing she now has a little bit of help, is gonna take out her battle axe, put away her shield, and she's gonna two-hand it. And that will hit for 11 points of slashing.
So, right here.
Yeah.
Yakarin.
Alright, we're gonna go right here.
Wait, what's the length of the line? It's under draconic. Okay, you're good.
And I would like this sir to make a
Dex check.
yeah, leave it as dex.
Well, he fails.
It's only 5 damage. Unless you want to give me the extra 2.
No. You just see a bright beam of light come out of this dragonborn, shooting towards this helpless thug who's just watched all of you decimate his friends. I'd like to imagine it's as blue as Godzilla's atomic breath.
Ooh.
No, it's picture white, like something that's white, but in the correct lighting, it has almost like a blue tint to it.
Basically an atomic white type deal.
That is what Godzilla's breath is.
I thought his was just like straight blue.
No, it's bluish white.
No, it's so white that it's blue.
It's not quite that white.
What?
Regardless, it's white and there's a slight blue tint.
What sound do you make when you release your weapon breath?
I'm a farm a laser.
Other character, yes, but no, it's just she just roars.
Prayer by laser. Pew pew.
Sounds a lot scarier than she actually is.
That'd be hilarious. Just pew pew.
You just hear the Godzilla roar as she fires it.
Okay. Still up?
He is still up.
Not for long.
He's kind of assessing his situation right now. He's not liking it, but he's not gonna back down. He's gonna try and...
He's gonna get Halo sporsed.
Yes, he is. Let's see if he can make that con save. Which he does.
Oh, so he takes nothing.
Oh, I know, disappointing. And he's gonna take a whack at Torrent. And that will hit Torrent for 6. And that's his go. Allie, you are up.
Okay.
At this point, I would fall back on cantrips.
Cantrip. Yeah.
So that would be
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
Just click on
let's see.
Firebolt. There we go.
No hit.
I mean, that has a great range. I don't need to move. Okay, cool.
And that... He screams in pain as you shoot him, but he's still up.
He's still up?
Barely. Kilgore.
Well, I'm going to move Hunter's Mark to him.
Alright, you moved Hunter's Mark.
And I'm going to hit my short sword. Am I at advantage since he's up against the wall?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Just making sure.
He doesn't really have a leg to stand on. And you kill him, stabbing him right through the heart.
Stab through the heart.
I extra kill him.
Yes, you do.
Because my Hunter's Mark goes... Alright, I guess I drop Hunter's Mark, actually.
Yep.
Oh.
Once that guy's down, Niles will turn and with his bow, is pointing at the eccentric individual who leapt off the roof, has him in his sights. It's like,
hello there! Rental here!
that means nothing to me.
Yeah, who the hell are you?
Rental. Do I know Rental? I don't know if I know Rental.
Roll
Ask
history.
Larry.
Does that mean we can rent here?
No, that is my name.
But that's a good point. Are you for rent like a mercenary?
Not really. I am a
I think
hero
I might
of the
know him.
people.
I think I might know him.
And Kilgore, you've been in the city a little bit. You know he's actually a member of the city's Thieves Guild.
Okay. I go up and I whisper to Niles in his ear and I go, he's part of you. And I mean the Thieves Guild. Like really creepy. It's not like normal. A normal whisper in your ear.
Like a
Like I'm covering my mouth. Like real like in a cone against your ear.
he'll look over at him and he's. My skills haven't been used for thievery since I was a child. But he'll drop the bow. But you say he's on the level.
On the level what?
You know, on our side.
I don't know if he's on our side. I just said he was in the Thieves Guild.
Okay, so he'll raise his bow back up.
You can ask him
Like-
about it.
Like
He's on our side, right? Okay, cool. I don't know if he's on our side.
then
He
I just
might be on
realized
our
he-
side. I don't see. I mean, he was fighting those guys, so.
Alright. Rental, what are your intentions?
I heard about the fight that occurred last night at the Poison Apple pub, and hearing how you managed to dispatch that little threat to your lives before, I wanted to see if I might be able to ask a bit of a favor before these assholes distracted us.
I'm currently rooting through their pockets wall.
You
Say the
find
asshole who distracted was you.
you find
my
a couple
good
short swords and about 20 gold.
Yeah, I mean, like, they were here before you were.
We're a bit pressed for time.
Of course you are. I do happen to know you guys are trying to go to the Lyceum, correct?
Niles will turn towards Torrent and kind of gesture like, you want to answer that one?
Torrent kind of has her arms crossed, like, yes, what is it? He kind of sighs as he put away his blades, and you guys will also notice he also has a great sword on his back. You see,
No rogues could use great swords. Odaza not counting.
who said this guy was a full rogue?
That's fair.
Well, you see, my sister, Katrina, she disappeared a little over a week ago, just before the news of the approaching Rhodesian army. See, my sister, well, she has a tendency to get into such trouble, I have no choice but to save her yet again. But the thing is, I haven't heard anything of where she might be. She is a very competent sorceress, don't get me wrong. She's managed to burn a few of our homes over the years, and I'm just worried that she might be in trouble.
Who would be after her?
Well, I'm sure you know about the Rhodesians. Roran, you know this guy generally wants your guys' help. And he's
Okay.
telling the truth.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was out of character. I didn't.
So, do you think she got captured?
I
Maybe.
hope not.
Well, where would you want us to look first?
Well, she said she was trying to get to the Lyceum to get to safety. If you get there and you happen to find a woman, she's about 5.5 feet tall. He kind of looks. Allie, how tall are you?
5'5".
Perfect.
Oh,
He kind of points them. She's about as tall as this pretty one is. You'll recognize her. She has long red hair, and she's also far too pretty for her own good. She's pretty much your stereotypical fire mage. It's kind of embarrassing. She loves fire way
Sounds
too
hot.
much.
That was a pun.
And if you do happen to find her, could you give her this? And he has a scroll case out for you. for anyone to take?
I'll take it.
Ilros is just going to start laughing. Oh, hot, because of the fire.
I like this loxodon. That's a good attitude.
Yeah, Ilros will walk up and shake his hand and just say, "We are Ilros Oakheart. Happy to help."
Pleasure to meet you. I am Rantel. Rantel the Great. And, Kilgore, if you want to investigate what's in there, go ahead. You do happen to find there's a letter that is sealed with a red wax. There's also appears to be a couple scrolls in there, and one of the scrolls is open, and contained in it is a traveling song that's written with music and lyrics. From what you can tell, it's wishing her a safe journey and quick return.
It's a scroll like a map like thing, Ben? Kind of like wrap it around my back, and I don't want to open anything.
You probably don't want to open the scroll.
No, like I'm not opening anything. I just kind of put it away for safekeeping. I don't really like investigate anymore because I feel like it's not my business. But
Is that of us to deliver this case if we happen across your sister?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason you aren't off looking for her yourself?
Well, I would go and join her, but I'm needed here. With what's going on, I hope she's alright, but right now I worry about the people here. They need someone to help look after them.
And her name, once again?
Katrina. And if you guys... I don't have much else to offer.
Would you mind cleaning up this little mess?
Of course, and I can inform the rest of my guild not to mess with you guys, and I can also arrange for a few of my buddies to cause a distraction at one of the south gates.
To help us get out?
We may need some of that. Actually, that's quite a good offer.
He kind of looks at you, and then he looks at Allie and Yakarin. What do you two ladies say?
That
And he gives you a
sounds
smile
like-
and a wink.
God.
Yakarin kind of bares her teeth at him with just the tiniest bit of a snarl. Growl.
It does not faze him.
She still tries.
I feel
Ellie
this
just rolls her
character's-
eyes and ignores that part.
I feel like this is Joe. Damn it. Well, Kilgore says, it's safe. Everything's safe with me. We should probably get going. We don't want her to keep her waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Niles will search a couple of the bodies. He's looking to kind of replenish arrows, and if they've got any
They don't really
additional
have
daggers
any.
or anything.
They don't really have any arrows on them. You are able to find some crossbow bolts, about 15 in total.
I'll hold those up for Gore. Think you could use
I'll
these?
take those. Thank you. So we might as well keep going.
Yep, I believe Rantel here was gonna clean up the mess. And in He'll say, kind of thanks to Rental, and begin speaking a little bit of gibberish, so in thieves can't. Masking a message of thank you for your assistance, and may the resistance be victorious.
He looks at you and nods.
So we're off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back, were we still gonna head to the Kabul school?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll give him time to get his get the distraction up and running. How long do you think it would take you to get that distraction?
Probably a couple hours or so. I could get it ready shortly after noon.
Okay, we should probably. How far away is the South Gate from here?
Southgate from there. Hold on. Taking you back to the map.
Okay.
Yeah, because roughly you guys are right about there-ish. The gate in question you want to go to is right here.
Okay. So what you say about 3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what time is it right now? Would you say? About like.
It's pretty early in the morning. It's probably about 8 or 9.
No, I was thinking 9. Okay. So he said like we can get there like 1. So we would have to leave in an hour, guys.
Okay, so we have an hour at the school, basically.
Yes. Just to make sure that so he can get the distraction up so we can get out.
All right. Then perhaps we shouldn't dawdle.
Yes, let's go.
Mm-hmm. And so
As I
Ali
start
just
marching off where I think it is.
which is the complete opposite direction of where we need to go.
Probably. No, Kilgore knows a little bit about the city.
Oh, okay, not the total opposite direction.
Not completely the opposite direction. He might go down an alleyway, which he thinks is a shortcut, but it's not.
Alrighty.
But
As you guys approach the school, Allie, you're able to easily recognize that it comes into view as you see the two 50-foot tall towers surrounded by the moat and the iron fence.
yeah, I don't know how anyone would miss that.
Yep.
I do have a keep, I think.
And you remember when the Rogesians assaulted, or started their assault, the headmaster Gabal went into hiding, and some of the students went to battle to lend their aid, and some managed to flee the city. You don't really know where the rest have gone. You think there might be a few others still there.
Okay,
Well,
so
would you want to go inside?
that's probably where we'd find any students that are still around. I suppose they'd be lying low.
Okay.
Yep. And as you approach the city, you notice there is a crowd, and there's a gentleman outside trying to get them to calm down. Not having much help in the matter. He's kind of staying inside the fence. Allie, you recognize him pretty easily.
Okay.
You recognize him as one of the students, Diogenes.
So the silver tongue guy.
Yes.
Okay. So, I guess I'd kind of wave to him and try and catch his attention.
He kind of looks at you. It's like, Professor Alley, I thought, what are you doing here?
Well, looking for you, actually. So,
Looking for me? How can I help
yeah,
you,
so we're
Professor?
thinking,
Come inside. Come on, come on.
where's
And he lets you guys into the facility before closing the gates. What do you need my help with, Professor?
um, we were thinking of leaving the city and we were wondering if we could use your talent of persuasion.
Well, I was planning on trying to leave today. I'm just trying to convince one of the other students still here to come with me. You remember her, that elf girl, Shalise?
Of course.
Yes, I've been trying to get her to come out of her room, but she's refusing that.
Is she saying why?
Not particularly. She's just kind of. I've asked her if she wants to leave, but she's refusing to leave her room, and she only goes to the dueling room. I really don't know what she's doing. She's been acting strange the last couple of days.
Well, maybe I could talk to her. See what's up. Which is...
Of course, Professor, of course.
The group that's in front of the gate, does it seem like mob-like, or what's the demeanor?
They look pretty hostile. You'll kind of hear them yelling, "It's the mage's fault we're in this situation."
Don't have a lot of fans around here, do you?
Unfortunately, no.
Any troubles yet, aside from this gathering?
Not too many. There was one guy that tried to break in, but I was able to convince him to leave. I'm really glad the Professor Aquila taught me that suggestion spell when he did. Allie, you would know Professor Aquila is a furbolg.
Okay.
Think giant cow
think-
person.
Yeah,
Okay.
but not
Cool.
a minotaur. It's just the but it has like the wide.
Yeah, Kilgore starts talking to himself
Wide
with all this information.
White bovine nose and basically kind of cow-like ears.
fluffy ears.
Yeah, they have the floppy ears.
Sounds kind of cute, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, 100%. They're adorable. They're like minotaur.
Kilgore
Oh.
is just sitting there.
Ali asks if he can, I guess, show them to the
Sheely's.
elf girls. Yeah, her room. Sorry, I'm not good with names.
Either am I.
And Allie, I just sent you a picture of what Professor Aquila looks like for your notes.
Wow, I see.
Alright. And with that, he takes you into one of the towers and starts taking you towards the dueling room. Where you, where you do see Shalice in there, kind of in a meditation, kind of just sitting on the floor cross-legged, just kind of meditating. She hasn't really
Okay.
noticed you.
Um, so I'll approach her kind of quietly and see if she notices me, and she doesn't maybe tap the floor gently to get her attention.
Right, you approach, she doesn't really make any notice of it. And as she taps your staff, she kind of yells, Diogenes, I told you to leave me. Professor Allie? Is that you?
It's me.
What are you here?
It's me. Hi.
Inside the
Hey,
Frenchies.
hi. Um, I guess Ali kind of explains that they're looking to leave the city and she wants Diogenes' help, but he says that Shalice isn't agreeing to leave, so Ali is wondering why she wants to stay or what's holding her back.
Well, I can take care of myself. That fool can leave if he wants. I'm perfectly fine here.
You'll find in a tower in a school that's being completely mobbed by angry protesters and townsfolk who blame you for things. Really?
Well, other than that, it's perfectly fine. They can't really get into the tower thanks to the magic's put on it.
That's true.
Yeah,
But wouldn't you like?
if the Inquisition is coming around, they'll be able to get.
And if they do, I'll throw a fireball at them and take care of them that way.
Something tells me this is a problem solved with magic.
Niles, do you happen to know the capabilities of this new Inquisition?
Why, yes, in fact, they specialize in counter magics. And use a sort of divine radiant fire.
She kind of looks at you. So what you're saying, they can cancel spells?
Aye.
Should kind of think about that. Professor, you think it'd probably be safer to leave?
Yes, it would definitely be safer to leave. I'm sure you can handle yourself, but it's still the wiser course of action.
Allie, go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage.
Persuasion.
Might have to put it.
It's performance above religion.
Yeah, she rolled it.
Okay, I didn't see it. Sorry.
I guess we can't keep rolling high, can we?
She kind of nods. Professor, it's pretty safe in the tower.
Niles will step up.
Uh,
Nowhere is safe from the Inquisition. Heretics. Savages. Built to take down the magic wielders. It's their main objective.
No, instead of persuasion, I'm going to have you roll intimidation with advantage.
It's a 15. That's not terrible.
She
not
kind of
great.
nods. Very well. If what the professor says is true and what you're saying is true, perhaps it's best to get out of here. Now, where's that fool Diogenes? And I'd like to see how he plans on getting us out of the city with the gates closed.
We actually have a friend who can help us.
Yeah, we have.
But whatever plan he has added on to that.
You have another friend helping? Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
You wouldn't happen to know anybody by the name of Ransom?
Rental.
That fool that likes to boast about himself and hit on every woman he comes across?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like the guy we met.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, sounds legit.
Oh,
He's getting his
of course.
organization to create a distraction at the south gate.
Of course he is.
What?
No, the only person who.
The only person what?
No, I'm over here mumbling that no better than middle wood child, and the only person who would understand that is Ari.
Oh.
What?
I'm talking about Ethan.
Oh.
Whoa.
All right.
This whole time, Kilgore, as you know, is just talking to himself. And it's slightly louder than normal.
After a couple minutes, you see Diogenes approach you. He's like, well, if that's solved, I do have a way out of the towers to avoid that mob.
That would be
Well,
helpful.
let's hear it.
Professor, you know about the secret passages the students used to take.
Yes, I do know about it.
Well, we're going through one of the ones you didn't know about.
Just kind of gives him this unimpressed look.
I've only used a couple of times, and I didn't go anywhere you wouldn't have approved on.
Uh-huh, I'm sure.
You can roll insight. With
I
advantage.
can roll what, sorry?
Insight.
Right.
Found it.
Oh, you know he is lying.
Yeah, he's lying.
You're kind of just shaking your head and it's like, you've caught him sneaking out so many times you're not surprised.
Nope, not surprised. Well, take us to this pathway then.
Alright, he leads you guys to the passageway. It takes you just a couple minutes to go through it. And it's a long tunnel that goes out. And as you get up, you come to an alley where he has a wagon and a pair of horses on it.
No, it seems you were
He wasn't
prepared.
thinking about wanting to leave.
It's like, I did tell you, Professor, I was planning on leaving pretty quick. Now, are any of you good with vehicles?
I'm not.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I am.
if you wouldn't mind sitting up front with me and the rest of you, and including you, Professor and Strelis, I'm going to need you to hide in the back.
All right.
If that's all right with all of you. Strelis kind of just rolls her eyes and is like, "You want me to hide?" And he nods, yes.
Beth asked a really good question, but
Yeah. Well, is she secretly a drow? Because she's like really judgy.
She is not a drow.
does she have a little bit of drow blood in her?
Or the drow.
That is what she looks like.
Ah, I see. 16th drow.
Yeah. Them cheekbones and eyebrows. That's the 16th drow.
All right. So
Niles
do we
will ask,
actually?
What is the weight capacity for this wagon?
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah, Ulros is going to go like start pushing down on it to see if it's going to support his weight.
Well, this was used as a caravan wagon. I believe it can hold quite a bit.
You realize that if you're wrong, we will all die.
Of
Well, not
course.
die, it's just going to break.
I mean, some people might get squished to death.
Yeah, I think I may have hurt that guy in the alley earlier when I tripped and fell over him. I feel
Yes,
bad.
but you did much more damage when you bashed his brains in.
Yeah, I didn't feel bad about that part. I felt bad about falling on him though.
Perhaps could you do us the honors of stepping in first? Let's test the workmanship of this here wagon.
Sure. Eros is going to very slowly start climbing in and turn into a rat as he kind of tumbles in.
You're fine.
That's a nice trick.
And you kind of look at the rat. You notice it kind of has what appears to be small mushrooms on it.
I let Larry loose.
Larry kind of scurries up the wagon and goes up to this new mouse or rat. Kind of sniffs it a bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna get in the wagon, and I'm gonna pick up Larry and the new rat that I see that's following me. I'm gonna put him with my shoulders.
All right, you put them both on your shoulders. Who's next?
Next in.
Torrent will go ahead and climb up. Everyone sounds a little bit robotic right now.
No.
All
There
right,
we go.
everyone, say something.
Oh,
Hi.
okay.
Good now.
Something.
Oh,
Hello.
hi, Mark.
Okay,
Hi, Mark. I did not hit her. I did not.
okay, the roboticness is gone off of everyone.
Cool.
Yeah, that's actually why I disconnected
I can
in
hear
the first
everyone.
place. Yeah, that's actually why I disconnected in the first place. It was like, there's a bunch of robots in this server.
Yeah, no, and then
Time to call Terminator.
yeah, no, and it was funny. We were thinking that it wasn't going to work on the computer again, so I was getting ready to hop in on my phone, and I just saw everybody popping in and out.
Yeah.
All good,
Okay.
all good.
I
All
had
right.
bad
So
connections.
Kilgore has the two mice on his shoulders now, and Torrent has climbed in. Still looks fine.
Rorn is gonna climb in.
You climb in, it's pretty nice. Who's next?
Allie gets in.
You get in,
Oh man.
and you're doing it.
25%.
You're able to find a nice little spot. Shaylease will follow in and sit next to you, Allie.
Niall shrugs and steps up into it as well.
And everyone make a dex save. I'm kidding.
Oh man, I was getting ready.
I'm good at those.
I'm not.
You're not bad.
I'm 6.
Yeah, you're able to all get in, and as you all get in, Diogenes grabs a huge little tarp and throws it over you guys. And he kind of whispers, just make sure you guys are staying quiet. And,
Is it really, really dark? Okay.
and everyone go ahead that's in the cart, roll stealth. You do have advantage. Niles the
sneaky.
ninja.
I'm not. I don't need to roll stealth.
Yeah, you don't need to roll stealth, Yakari.
I'm up in the front with the dude.
Oh, right. That would explain the 6.
So, alright, everyone's pretty well hidden.
Yeah, I'd say the overall spread would negate the 6 from our mush mouse.
It does.
Yeah.
So as you guys approach the gate, Yakarin, you're going to notice the couple times you've been here before, you've seen it pretty well manned. This time, however, you only see 3 men there.
Okay.
And one of them holds up their hands towards you.
I stop.
What do you think you're doing? The city's on lockdown.
I'm just the hired help.
Diogenes kind of looks at him and is like, sorry, sir, we're just trying to get back to our families, if that's alright. I'm a simple farmer. Please, sir, my families must be worried about me. And he's going to cast Suggestion at level 4.
Yeah, I'm just a simple farmer. Magic.
And I need to roll wisdom saves on each of these guards. Let's see if they can do it. One of them's like, yes, we gotta let this man get to his family. We can't leave him in here. The other one's like, yeah, that seems alright. It's just one person. The third one is like, I mean, we should tell the captain, but it's just one man. If we close it quickly, no one will need to know. And to let you guys know, I rolled a natural 1, a 5, and a 6.
Nice.
Nice.
Good DM.
See, those are the kind of rolls we need from our enemies. Potential enemies, at least. We don't need god rolls.
So you guys managed to make your way out of the city pretty easily. Once you're out, he kind of looks at you guys and it's like, well, where are you guys heading to?
The Lyceum.
Lyceum. Fortunately, I'm not really going to be heading there. I can get you a couple miles away from the city, and so you can start making your way down there to the forest. Shalice, are you going to be going with them, or would you mind traveling with me and I could get you back home to Shahalesti? Shalice kind of looks at him, it's like, Lyceum does sound nice, but I'd much prefer to go home. Professor, you're welcome to join us in Sahalesti.
Oh, thank you for the offer, but I do believe I'll be joining them and going to Lyceum. It's turned out to be quite interesting.
Alrighty. So after a couple hours, he gets you over to this area that you guys have known to be called the Gauntlet because of how it has cliffs on both sides of it. And well, let's think I do have a couple of horses you guys can borrow. About 5 of you can. There's about 5 horses you can have, and a couple of you could probably ride together on them.
That should expedite our passage. Be much appreciated.
This is a mountainous area.
It's cliffs and not really mountains per se.
Okay. Damn it. Just saying. Just wondering.
I know.
That's my favorite area. A natural explorer.
He kind of looks at you guys like, alright, from here it'll take you a couple days to get to the fire forest, but you should be alright to get there now that you have the horses.
Is there any more... Okay. Well, we appreciate your help in getting out of the city.
Of course. I wish you good fortunes.
You as well.
Same.
Of course.
Big,
Torrent, I
dragon smile upon
assume
you.
you know the direction of our journey from here.
She kind of points, and you'll kind of see in the distance a bright, glowing light. It's far away, but you can still make it out. Well, there's the fire forest in the distance. Probably,
Like it's literally on fire.
you would know it is literally on fire,
Oh boy.
and you would know it's been on fire for as long as anyone can remember.
Oh, how long does rage last?
1 minute.
Unless you're no longer in combat, in which case it immediately ends.
Yeah. We literally have to attack or be attacked.
I mean, I'm walking through fire isn't that technically an
No.
attack.
No. It's just environmental.
Torrent kind of looks at you like, don't worry, I have something that will help with the heat when we get there. You'll all be fine. I promise.
Alright then, well, we've come this far.
Might as well. Go forward.
Alright, let me go ahead and get you guys all on the map.
So how far till we get towards the
And
Fire,
everyone, I'm going to
force.
say you have had a short rest on this journey. You're able to rest in the cart.
Okay.
So if you want to roll hit die, go ahead.
Not take any damage.
I took a lot. I took so much damage.
That should bring you up to full, shouldn't it?
That's exactly how much damage I took.
Alright, so you're fine.
Perfect. Oh, so good.
Alright, so... Let's see, how many of you are there? I can say...
6.
I think one of the
Plus
horses
Torrent.
will not support one of our weights.
Yeah,
Well, if he's
Ilros...
still a rat, he's on my shoulder.
He could turn into a rat for a minute or so.
Okay.
And then Jacqueline... Yeah, I'm just gonna... Eros is in rat form on Gore, and Jacqueline, you could probably ride with either Torrent or Allie.
Roaring's actually pretty small. She could actually probably ride with Roaring.
Honestly, I'll go on whoever horse is closest.
Congrats, you're riding with Niles.
Niles is happy to have a capable
Whose horse is pretty?
individual at his
They're,
side.
they're identical. I'm just putting you on the horse with Roaring.
Alrighty.
Right.
Rat cake.
Given our setup, I have a pretty keen eye. Might make it worth our while if I rode a bit ahead. Just to be on the lookout.
Of course. Torrent nods at you.
Okay, so I'll lead not by a large margin, but maybe like 30 or 40 feet.
Now, since you're going to be actively looking, go ahead and roll perception, too.
Okay.
Alright. You get a little bit up the road about here-ish, and you start kind of seeing what appears to be a flash coming from one of the cliff sides. And you can kind of make out someone
like a
holding a
reflective light?
crossbow.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah,
is there... So up on the cliff, like how high up?
about 10 feet. It's not too big of a cliff. It's about a 20-foot high cliff, so you can easily make out where the person is.
Okay. I'd like to quickly look around for others and not be distracted by the one.
Alright, with that 20, you look around. There seems to only be one in that area.
Okay. I will draw my short bow and then shout out to the rest of the group. There's eyes on the cliff.
Well,
Yeah, I'm just kind of moving you guys up.
do you know exactly what it was?
Oh no, it's Roaring.
Someone got knocked off the horse.
Yeah. They catch up to you. You said there's eyes in the cliffs.
More than eyes, a crossbow. And I'll raise my bow and arrow in the direction. Are we gonna have trouble?
Maybe.
Torrent's like, the Rhodesians surely haven't gotten this far up. Wait. That mercenary band earlier. You think they might have had more men outside the city?
I would say yes.
Yeah, would I know about the
Might.
tactics that Black Horse normally
Boys,
yeah.
Roll history.
$21.
Yakrin,
Sorry.
you would have recognized in the city that was probably just a small portion of the Black Horse. You know, they have a lot more men. Probably some of them stayed outside the city. Yakrin, you're very, very quiet.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's nowhere near her mic that you bought her.
Yeah, is this better?
Much better.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not. I wasn't by my mic because I thought I was louder. But yeah, no, Karen will relay that information that it's very likely that Black Horse had some of their men stationed outside the. It's more likely that they had some of their men stationed inside the city than words, John Walls. You know what I'm trying to say.
You think they probably had men stationed outside the city, probably to capture magic users that were fleeing?
That's
Yes.
the one.
Well, we should probably get ready for some trouble. Because they haven't been exactly diplomatic in our previous encounters.
And
Do we spot any specific individuals? We just...
After a while, you're gonna see one guy kind of step out, kind of look around right there. And you do hear what sounds like a couple men on foot coming up from behind where you guys are at. Kind of in this general area right here.
Anybody see a reason to try and be diplomatic with these ones?
No.
Not really.
Okay. I'll shoot the one in front of us then with my drawn short bow.
Yeah, he hasn't noticed you, so you do have advantage.
Okay.
That will hit for 15. As he yells out, "Sir, we're under attack! They're here!" And with that,
So they were expecting us.
Goody.
and you see two more individuals hop up from behind you. Just try and get them out of the bush.
Oh, goody.
This is what one of them looks like. And your basic thug.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Do we really need to kill more of your type?
One of them just kind of laughs like, "Oh, I like this one. The reward's going to be more than worth it."
Oh no!
And I'm just missing Allie from the initiative order. Allie, when you're rolling initiative, go
Sorry.
ahead and click on your token beforehand.
Okay, let me try that again.
Alright, and then she had a 15.
Yeah, 15.
I got it, Wells.
Alright.
Alright. Then you got it.
And I just need to roll for
Maybe you
Torrent.
Oh, damn.
I'm right after you, though. Oh, wait, you go second. I lied. Enemy goes first.
Alright, it is this guy's turn first. And what is he going to do? He's actually going to take out his longbow and...
Lay it down.
No, he's going to take a shot at...
I tried.
I'm going to roll a d7 to decide who he's going to fire after.
1.
No, I am rolling it.
Ow.
What's a G7, baby?
It's because the name's so long.
Oh.
It wraps.
No. Unfortunately, he's going to raise his arrow, kind of looking over all of you, and then pointing it over at Allie, and he kind of smirks before letting the arrow go.
Great.
And he does have advantage on this because of what he rolled on initiative. And a 23 will hit you, Allie, for a total of 11 points of damage as an arrow kind of pierces your side.
Yeah, sure.
Ouch.
It's a shame that he rolled that well, because I was going to say, you have a very useful spell to avoid getting hit, but it only helps so much.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Oh,
what
yeah,
would
I
that one would have... What would the one have caused him to attack?
A what?
What would the one have made him attack?
Niles.
Okay.
Okay, good. Yeah.
And it was how much damage, Walls?
11.
Okay.
So Allie is looking very, very hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off the horse.
You hop off the horse.
Put myself about here. Like, somewhere in between the square I'm in and the square I was...
Did you control?
No, it's alt.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna put myself here.
Alright.
Gonna rage.
Alrighty.
Oh, I was just looking when I get my rage back.
Long rest.
Only long rest, okay. And then I'm gonna Great X the dude in front of me that shot Allie.
Go right ahead.
I'm going to at least.
That will hit for 7.
Yeah, that's the damage I've been rolling.
No, it's not.
Anything else for you, or that's it?
Nah, that's it. I don't have any extra attacks yet.
Roarin'.
Moving to right here.
Alright.
And actually going to okay, well, gonna do this.
Alrighty.
So if I hit him, the next attack on him has advantage. So I basically have to draw sheath sword and just jab him in the gut with the pommel.
Alright. And what feature is that? Does that come from?
Midgard, actually.
Oh yeah, it's one of the Midgard combat moves.
Yeah. So, no damage.
Alrighty.
But if that hits, the next attack roll has advantage on him.
It definitely hits because
it-
it's when we hit him.
It definitely hit him.
Alright.
Congrats, everybody but me. You now have advantage on this guy for one attack. Whoever hits him next.
And then
I think that might be me.
Then we're going to do this.
Alrighty. Kilgore.
Well, Hunter's Mark on that dude.
Alrighty.
And then I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow. Do I still get 2 attacks since it's my first turn?
Yes, you do.
Okay. One's at advantage, one's at normal.
They're both at advantage.
Okay, cool.
Actually, no, they are regular roll because he went before you in initiative.
Yeah, but they're
The
advantage
first one's
because.
Yeah,
the first one's at advantage because short draw.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
the
what I was
first
trying.
one's at advantage. So just the first one. Alright, so the 11 will hit, or the 23 will hit for 11.
And then
Go ahead and roll
my
your D6.
D8, my D6, and then my D8.
Nope, the D8's only on the second attack.
Oh. Oh, okay. I thought it was on any attack that hits.
Nope, it is not. It's only on the extra attack granted by the Gloomstalker feature there. Dread Ambusher. Very fun feature.
Okay, yeah, and whatchamacallit? I'm gonna let down
Larry,
Iris.
Or Ilris, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna let him crawl down my shoulder and try to jump on the ground before he changes back into an elephant on my shoulder.
I was really worried that I would get shot and revert back to an elephant. While
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get crushed.
I mean, yeah, that would have been bad. Niles, you are up.
Okay, so first, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my eye for detail, which allows me to make a perception check to spot hidden creatures or objects around us. I'm afraid there's still more.
Alright, go ahead.
No, it's just at normal. It's not at advantage. Not that it matters. So am I spotting anybody else in this ambush?
You don't really see anyone in this area. As far as you can tell, it was just these ones.
Okay. Then I'll turn my attention back to the one that I shot and try and shoot him again.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Yeah, you will.
Oh, yeah, you will. Let's see. That's gonna be
20, because I don't think he has the sneak attack.
he doesn't have the sneak attack.
Yeah, I didn't turn that off. So yeah, it's just the 15.
Just enough.
Whew.
Oh boy.
Again, I'll pull up my bow. I'll look at Kilgore and blow on it. Since he seemed to be confused by it the first time.
Alrighty.
No, he was more confused that he saw the guy just died.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
before Allie goes,
Like
Niles, you fire this arrow and it hits him right at the base of the neck where it just managed to go through in such a way you see his head get ripped off and pinned to the side of the cliff.
Awesome.
Oof. I
Very
need to
brutal
do that
kill.
more often.
And now you may go, Allie.
Right. I will probably just firebolt one of these guys. How about the guy who shot an arrow at me?
There, you fire firebolt and you miss him by about a foot and it hits the side of the cliff, putting a nice little burn mark on it. Now it's this guy's turn. He's gonna turn to Warren and he's gonna attempt to stab Warren
At disadvantage.
and miss. And that is his turn. Torrent is gonna look at Allie, hop off her horse, walk over to you, and she is going to cast Cure Wounds. She'll go ahead and do it at level 2. Why not?
Yay.
Allie, you are fully healed.
Hooray!
As you see your wounds where you got shot start to clear up. And that is Torrent's go. Ilros.
Ilros is going to make sure he's down on the ground.
Yeah,
not
you
on
can
a
scurry
horse
down
or
and get
person.
down there.
Cool. We're going to turn back into an elephant. Is that... I forget. Does that cost like an action or something?
I'll call it a bonus action
Okay, cool.
So what?
to transform
To
back.
turn back.
Oh,
Turn
it
back
is a
to
bonus
front.
action to transform back.
Okay. I will do that. And I will... I'm gonna do kind of just like a swipe in the air with my arm, like I'm trying to grab somebody, and I'm gonna do it kind of towards the one that was shooting at us, the one that shot Allie, and I'm gonna cast Chill Touch. If I can find it in my list, there we go.
And it
No.
does not hit him.
Cool. That is my turn.
It's in the second portion. You convert to your normal form earlier by using a bonus action on your turn.
Bonus action. Okay, cool.
Alright, he doesn't really like the situation he's in. He's gonna turn to Roran and gonna try and stab you.
So this finished because I haven't gone yet.
Neither of those are gonna hit you.
Oh no.
Yakarin.
Alright, I'm going to shoot. Not shoot. My bad. Forgot I was right up there on this guy. I'm a great axe him.
Go ahead.
It is weird. Did you forget that,
Yes, I forget that you're not actually controlling the actor. Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, dang.
Yay.
Oh boy.
That's
16 plus 9
There's
is
25.
25, so 50 damage plus
Plus 2.
2. So 52 damage on this guy.
50.
Yakarin, you just kind of, with a
collecting heads
bestial,
again, baby.
with a bestial yell, you just bring your great axe down, cutting this guy straight down the middle.
Can I intimidate the other dude? As I use my movement to go here.
Yeah, go ahead. You're covered in his buddy's blood.
With advantage?
Yes. And he just saw you cut someone in half.
Mm-hmm. And
These are the rolls I've been using all night.
right there.
He kind of looks at you. So, and you kind of see a puddle starting to form underneath him.
Blast.
Question is, did he wear the correct pants?
His pants are brown.
He wore his crap
At least
pants.
he had the right idea. He wore the brown pants.
Yeah, but that doesn't help with piss.
Roarin'.
Get my red shirt. So when I get hit, I bleed. There's 7 ships. Get my brown pants.
Oh, what color shirt is he wearing? Just out of curiosity, Walls.
Brown.
Brown.
Brownish red.
Brown.
There is a slight red tint to that, so yeah, technically he's a red shirt.
Oh no, you're supposed to die first.
All of them are red shirts, baby.
We're not red shirts. I might be a red shirt.
Enemies are red shirts.
Both of those are going to hit for 14.
No. Actually, no. I'm gonna do one more.
Go ahead. That'll hit for 8.
So 22 total.
Kilgore.
Move Hunter's Mark
Righty.
to him. And then I'm going to shoot him with my hand crossbow.
Go ahead.
Let's hope I hit him.
That'll
I
hit.
think I hit him.
That'll hit for an 11 and roll your d6. So close.
Man.
He's still up. Niles.
I blow off my crossbow. And look back at Niles.
You get a bit of a chuckle from Niles. And he'll kind of sit up on his stirrups and half turn and try and shoot the last one.
Go ahead. You fire your arrow and it misses by about a foot.
He'll look back at Kilgore and just shrug.
I distracted you.
You can't win them all.
Nope.
Allie.
Great, time to try roasting this guy again. Just find it.
That will hit. And Allie, how do you want to do this?
Do what?
How do you want to
killed
kill
him.
him? You killed him.
You got the kill. Describe how you fire this firebolt out and what it does to him.
So now I'm fully healed. I sit up and just like aim at him and just fling the firebolt, which strikes him right in the chest and burns his terrible brown shirt, and he dies.
It's out of season terrible brown shirt that he got from last year.
Yeah, as the firebolt hits him, Yakirin and Roran, you kind of start smelling the smell of burning flesh as he falls to the ground.
That's not a fun smell.
No, it never is.
That's not a fun smell unless it's an animal. In which case, it's a very fun smell.
No, not burning flesh.
Oh, true. Burning, not cooking. Good.
And with that, you guys are out of combat. What would you guys like to do?
Is there anywhere we could possibly
Rest up.
rest up?
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to look at the bodies to
Yeah,
see
I was
if
going to
there's
say, I
anything
want
on
to
them.
search
Yeah.
these guys. Like, why do we keep running into them?
I
And
don't find anything.
One in particular, that the one that stepped out and shouted, "They're here, sir." So, one that seems to be their leader in particular.
Could I give him the
interested
SWAT?
in finding anything on it.
Give him
All
the
right.
20. As I help him point things out.
Alrighty.
Floyd things out.
Or is helping Roran.
Yes. Alright, with that, you manage to search the bodies. You find a couple short swords and a longbow with about 40 arrows. And also, on their leader, you find 7 red potions, although one has a bit of a golden tint to it.
So,
I wonder what that could be.
Superior Raider?
Ellie, I do recommend you cast Identify on these potions.
Okay.
You can do that ritually, I think. Which,
It should have like a little R on your spell where it spells.
Yeah.
Should
if
have a
it can be
little R.
cast as a ritual, it'd have a R and a square next to it.
Oh, this one.
Alright. Allie, you take a few minutes focusing on the spell. You're able to identify those as potions of healing, and the one with a golden tint, a potion of greater healing. And you also, as you're kind of going over some of the things on him, you notice his armbands also have a magical tint to them, and you kind of go over them and you find they are bracers of archery.
Ooh.
Do you need both of them to get the benefits, or just
Yes.
one?
You need both of them.
And I was gonna go, alright, Kilgore, here you go, here's one, Niles, here's the other, now y'all suck.
They're a set.
Alright, so who has sucked more with their archery stuff today?
Honestly, Niles.
Niles can, assuming
Whatever.
Kilgore doesn't want
I put my arrow through that guy's eye socket.
I mean, I am a crossbow expert,
Do you not see him pinned over there?
so I can use it. I can use it in my offhand as a bonus action.
Ilros will raise a hand and say, "My archery is terrible."
But you can give it to Niles. I was just letting you know.
I mean, Roran's actually
I
going to
use
take the
archery more
longbow.
as situational. If that's
And,
going to be your
And
main-
Allie, looking over these, you would know with these bracers, they're better with a longbow or short bow. They don't really do much
I
for
do.
crossbows.
Okay.
Okay.
I usually use my crossbow, so I don't use. I have a longbow, but I don't use it.
Oh, okay, so who
Okay,
wants
I'm
him?
not gonna argue it having a bit of a magical assistance.
there's-
Did anybody want the longbow?
Unless the longbow is magical, I don't need it.
It is not magical.
Are you not gonna give us 2 oath bows this time, Walls?
Yeah.
No, you were at a place where you could get those last time. And that was in Storm King's Thunder.
Right. Did anybody want the longbow though? Because if not, Roran's going to take it in 20 arrows.
Now you're
You could use it.
I can use it?
No,
Yeah.
Roran can.
But
Yeah,
so
I've never
As
really
a-
trained
Karen
on
can
that.
as well. You're a barbarian, simple and martial weapons.
Oh, true, I get every weapon under the sun so I can hit things better.
Yes. But generally,
What's
you go
my
with the
dex
bit.
at?
Your dex is
My dex
a 3. But also,
I will let you have the longbow.
okay, unless Niles wants it to replace his short bow.
I'm not well trained on the longbow. Short bow is more my style.
Okay. Then Roran's going to take the longbow and 20 arrows.
Yeah, it is your proficient. You have proficient in your background. Well, your race.
Right, and you
I
also,
also have that
and
proficiency.
also on one of the guys, you do find a key. And you do
I
find
snatched the key.
and you find a, you also found a map showing the way to a campsite.
Well, maybe that campsite is where we could rest up.
I'll get into a bit of a more of a fight. There's more of these.
I haven't got hurt today, so I don't know what you guys are worrying about.
I mean, if there is a fight, we can just take them out and then rest up.
I like what she's thinking.
Conquer and
Yeah.
occupy.
And we
Did you
got to
say
find
there
where
were-
that key's at.
There were
Where
40
this key
arrows
on
total?
what? Sorry. What'd you say?
Did the DM say there were 40 arrows total found?
Yes, 40 arrows.
Okay. And I think Roran took 20. I'll take the other 20 then.
All right.
And then was it settled on the bracers going to Niles?
Yes.
Okay.
What is that? What did the bracers do?
Yeah.
They give you a +2 to damage from longbows or shortbows.
+2?
+2 to damage
Mm-hmm.
or to attack.
Two
Damage.
Just
damage.
2 damage. That's
Well,
nice.
No, never mind. But yeah, we have 10 regular healing potions and 1 greater healing now, because we had 4 in party loot, 4 regular potions to begin with.
Okay.
And now, I just
So,
added
okay.
a handout for the bracers for you.
I'm thinking
Okay,
distribute
thanks.
a potion to everybody.
Sure.
Great, thanks. Oh, of course.
Should be at the
Yeah,
top
well-
of the journal.
I wouldn't mind a healing potion myself.
thanks.
Yeah, just distribute a healing potion to everybody in the party, I guess. So, how many are actually in the party?
So everyone has a potion of healing.
I think there's 6
Yeah,
of us.
everybody gets a potion.
Okay, cool.
You
Man,
get a
I like
potion.
potions.
And you get a potion.
And what would you guys like to do?
Do you want to go to the camp?
Does according to the map, is that on our way to
From-
where we're headed, or
From where
Torrent,
you
what's it
guys
say?
are right now, it looks like it's probably 5 minutes away from where you guys are at, so it wouldn't be too far out of your way, and you could probably get a good rest there if it's unoccupied.
If it's not, we'll just have to kill
And
everybody.
it looks like there's only one entrance into the camp.
Okay.
I say we go find out what this key is for.
Yeah,
And
that
probably
might be
get a
at the
rest.
camp.
Could be like a chest back at their camp.
There might be more items. Niles, you should like some items. As I assume that you
Sure, I
like
mean,
items
yes,
just because I think
definitely.
you're a thief.
no, I'm not a thief. I have skills, but tried to give that up a long time ago. But sure, sounds interesting. There might be items of use, or maybe we can put an end to these black horses who have been harassing us.
Yeah. Maybe you can show me a little more fancy work with your bow. Play a little game.
Ah, competition.
Yes.
Alright, so as you guys start making your way towards camp, go ahead and roll perception.
Perception. 14. That's okay.
I'm just waiting on Allie.
Sorry, I switched to my laptop and suddenly everything is so much smaller.
It's all good, it's all good.
Yeah, that's the downside.
Here we go. Perception.
Alright. Allie and Ilros, you guys kind of spot the camp as you guys are getting closer. And from what you can tell, all you can see are 3 horses there and 2 tents set up. And you also see what appears to be a cage.
I guess that's what the key's for.
Mm-hmm. What's in the cage?
Are you going to get closer to look? You don't see anybody else as you're entering the camp. But as you
I do
guys
have the
get
key.
nearer to the cage, you see what appears to be a wrapped body and the body of a cat next to it.
Damn it. Oh, man.
And you
Would it be a willing creature if I can do beat?
and you also
Beast
see
body.
kind of written in blood on the cage, "Don't let my death be in
Okay.
vain."
The cat also dead?
The cat is also dead.
Oh, the cat's also dead.
Um,
Well, these are a pleasant bunch, these black horses, huh?
You do see
Yeah.
kind of a shroud covering the body.
I fear this may be Rental's sister. Hopefully not.
Elros is going to reach into the cage and yank the shroud off.
You see the body of a man.
Okay. Well, not his sister.
Well, it's locked for. Is it locked?
The cage is locked.
Okay. It's locked for a reason.
Can we
I don't
try
think
the
I'm going to
key?
try that key.
You try the key, it does not fit in the keyhole.
Okay, good. That's not where it is. I have the key on me, so you grabbed it from me.
Sorry.
Can
Well, I
we
guess
do
it's
like a medicine check to see what kind of wounds, what it looks like he may have died of?
Yeah, go ahead and roll medicine. He doesn't really have too many wounds on him, but it appears, judging by his condition, it looks like he died of starvation.
So where did the blood come from?
The blood
The cat. No, sorry.
from upon closer inspection appears to be very dried, and it's probably been there just as long. You think he probably might have started having very horrible coughs towards the end of whatever happened to him.
Wounded and starved.
I'm gonna look into the tents and see what I can find in there.
All right. You find in one of the tents, you find about 8 cots in there, and you find a chest in one of them.
Is it like a portable chest, or is it a big chest?
It's a pretty big chest.
Hey guys, I found a chest. Would you want me to use the key on it, or does somebody want to expect this just in case it might be trapped?
An inspection
Um,
would probably be prudent.
Can I detect magic on it to see if it's gonna explode on us?
Of course.
Yeah.
So that's this thing, right?
Alright. You cast that. You don't really see anything magical about the chest. You do notice a couple of the torches around the campsite that are imbued with a continual flame spell.
Okay, chest seems safe.
I open up the chest with the key.
And it explodes on you. I'm kidding.
Yay. And I died. I reroll a new character.
Alright, you open the chest, and you see a rather heavy pouch in there, along with another pouch a little bit smaller. And you find 4 scrolls in there.
I grab the well, I grab everything and I guess I'll put it out for everybody.
Alright. You set it in front of everyone.
I think the scroll, I don't know what the scrolls are, but anybody want to look in these pouches with me?
Ali goes for the scrolls to see what they are.
They aren't magical, but you open them up, you see they are notarized paperwork saying that can be redeemed at any Rhegesian fort for about 1,000 gold each, which is the reward for the capture of any spellcasters.
No.
So, do these mean that, like, basically they've already captured the spellcasters and they just haven't had a chance to redeem their reward yet?
Yep.
Okay.
So 4 notarized papers are 1,000 gold pieces each.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna look at both the pouches.
In the smaller pouch, you find a bunch of rubies.
Awesome.
And there's a diamond in there as well.
Awesome. How much is that worth in gold? Would I know?
In the rubies, you can tell are about 200 gold, whereas the diamond is about 300.
Okay.
Gold each for the rubies or total?
Total for the rubies.
Total.
Okay.
The diamond's the only one that's worth 300.
Okay. I'll just keep those in
Torrent looks at the diamond and grabs it.
Okay.
Works for me.
Why did you grab this diamond?
I don't know much about you, but how aware are you of the divine magics?
I know they're hungry for diamonds.
Such
I
a
don't know
spell
anything.
required diamond as a component.
Yes, and I'd much prefer not to have to use that spell.
Okay. I'll look through the bigger pouch.
I'm a bit concerned. I'm going to take a look around. There are 8 cots. We've only encountered 3 individuals.
Alright.
So Niles will step out and kind of keep his eye out.
Go ahead and roll perception. And Kilgore, you look in the other pouch, you find 1,000 gold.
I'm gonna just keep that.
Are you being stealthily about trying to keep it?
I guess.
Roll sleight of hand at disadvantage since you have 6 individuals looking at it. What's everyone's passive?
Everybody sees
16.
it.
Yeah, passive is base 10 plus perception.
Yeah, so all of you kind of notice Kilgore kind of trying to pocket this big pouch.
Well, I'm just tying it
What
to
you
my
got
belt.
there, buddy?
A smoothie.
Just 1,000 gold. I don't have any money on me.
And now as you're kind of walking around camp, you do notice looking around, thanks to the cliff sides, there's only one way into the camp, and that's the way you came from. And you don't see anyone approaching. However, as you're walking around, go ahead and roll another investigation for me.
All
We're
right.
gonna put the 1,000 gold into a party loot.
Okay.
Niles,
I have like 0 money.
as you're kind of walking through camp, you're kind of just double checking everything. You check the other tent out. And in the other
They said
tent,
900 gold pieces.
and on the
Oh, you're gonna give me 100. Okay, cool.
and in the other tent, you happen to see a desk, and on the desk is a brown bag.
Like a satchel, or
It looks like a satchel.
Maybe
I-
it belongs to that one rogue dressed in a brown shirt and brown pants.
okay, I'll
No, but-
I'll rifle through it.
Out of character, I think I know what it is.
Yeah, out of character, I think it's a bag of holding.
Niles, you open this pouch. You don't appear to see anything in it.
It just seems empty.
It seems empty.
Okay. It seems useful for carrying things, but so I'll kind of hold it in my hand and just continue my investigating around the camp. But morally, kind of keeping my eye on the tree line or surrounding areas. I don't want to be ambushed.
Yeah, you kind of look around. You don't see anyone approaching camp. And you continue this for a couple of hours, and it doesn't appear anyone's coming towards the camp. You do hear a few animals.
By the way, Walls, how
Yeah, I'll
how
just
much
keep
does
doing
this
that while
bag
the party
weigh?
finishes up whatever they're doing, and then when they reconvene, I'll just join back up.
Are you gonna show us
Well,
the bag?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see anything special about it, so I'm just carrying it in my hand. But
Yeah.
yeah, once we're like back together.
But Walls, how much
Found
does
the
this
bag.
bag weigh? This seemingly empty bag weigh?
Oh, this one. Now, is your notice, even though it feels empty, or it looked empty inside, this bag did have some weight to it.
He'll kind of investigate for any hidden compartments then.
You don't really see any hidden compartments. But if you open it up and you kind of start putting your hand in, trying to feel around for hidden components, you notice you can keep going a lot. You've noticed you can stick your entire arm in the bag.
But I don't feel anything in there.
You don't feel anything in there?
Okay. That was a bit more interesting than I.
Turn it over,
Initially
see what
thought.
falls out.
Yeah, turn it inside out.
Yeah, that was going to be my next thing. Was can I turn? I'll just turn it upside down and shake it.
Alright, you turn it upside down and shake it, and out pops 3 tents, some very nice blankets, some more paperwork, and a book.
Okay. I will take a look at the paperwork and the book and put the other stuff back. And then I'll call
don't
out
need
to
that
somebody
junk.
like, "Hey, may have found something interesting over here when you're done with that chest."
The paperwork kind of matched the notarized notes you found in the other tent.
Okay, how many?
The book, however, has a. You kind of look at it, you notice on the cover is a half-orc holding a blue tiefling with the title Tusk Love.
Boy.
For those of you that have not watched Critical Role, it's basically a book.
It's a running joke. I
Yeah,
think.
it's a running joke. It's full of smut.
It's straight up porn.
I can tell from the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lusty Maiden, but Critical Role.
Yep.
Well, Niles has not yet read this
Cover.
book, and we'll begin leafing through it. So, and that's how you'll find him, like with this scattering of stuff
Kakashi.
out of this bag and reading a smut book. With the bag covering his waist as he's cross-legged on the ground.
So Niles has been gone for about 30 minutes or an hour or so while you guys were kind of going through that other tent. And who's going to go out to look for him?
Well, Ollie's done with the paper. I mean, she's not gonna go turn it in to get a reward because she's a magic user anyway. She's probably noticed that he's been gone a while and goes off to see what he got up to or if he got ambushed or something.
You find him outside with a bunch more paperwork, tents and some blankets on the ground. And you see a brown bag on top of that pile, and you see him reading a book.
Okay, so what book have you got there?
I'll say, no, I just found it. I thought it might be important, and he'll pull one of the blankets over to cover himself up.
Is it important?
No. Seems to be more for entertainment.
Okay.
But the bag itself is, I believe, is magical. If you'd like to check that out. And then with that, he'll try and slip the book into his own bag.
Alright.
So yes, I will take a look at the bag. Sorry.
Alright, you cast Identify on it, and it is in fact a bag of holding.
Darn, it's not a bag of holding.
Colding.
Little do you know, it has a holding pouch on it.
I can't believe they didn't have the Poison whatever Sword of Doom in it.
Anyway, it seems
poisoning?
pretty useful. All these tents and the blankets and
Raging
stuff fell out of it when I turned it over and dumped it out.
Yes. It should be able to contain. Actually, I don't know what it contains.
Hold on, Ellie, I am giving you a handout.
It's basically Hermione's bag.
Okay.
Like it can literally hold just about anything within reach.
It holds up to 300 pounds, right?
Up to 500, actually.
Oh, 500, okay.
And
Oh,
not
that's
exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet.
Too bad we can't fit you
Awesome.
in there. And I kind of nudged the the elephant.
We don't think that it would be a very pleasant place to stay.
Seeing that like he didn't take to his joke, Gru gets like really not Gru. Gore's gonna get really awkward and go,
Glass.
okay, gotcha, and point two fingers up at him with like gun fingers, and then go to Larry and try to explain the joke to him, to Larry. Well, it's like it's loud. He doesn't know how to be quiet, so he's like talking normally. So you hear him.
Alright. And with that, Torrent kind of looks at you and is like, alright, well, Niles, did it look like anyone was approaching camp?
No, not that I could tell.
Alright, and I think we might be safe here for the night. We should probably set up a watch. I'll take
Sure, I'll take first.
I was going to volunteer, but go ahead. I'll go after you.
I can take third and fourth.
Excellent.
And if there's another, Karen can.
We just need 4.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's 2-hour watches.
Alright, so...
Yeah, and you just need a trance.
Alright, Niles, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Oh no!
And that's an encounter.
All right. Niles, you're kind of keeping your eye out on camp. You don't see anyone approaching.
I'm actually not. I have on my goggles of night, and I am not paying attention and reading this book.
All right, you are reading that book. All right.
Hearing out.
Niles, go ahead and roll me a D100 real quick.
What a great watch.
Just is what it is.
Oh man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh.
And 100 rocks come flying to you, and you die.
Yeah, TPK, TPK.
Okay. Actually, this is actually a very interesting one.
Interesting as in we're all gonna die, or interesting as in
We might actually
100
live.
gold?
Yeah.
No. I'm actually going to post what it is.
I don't know if I like that.
In Discord or Roll20?
Roll 20.
Roll
probably.
20. Ignore the part about the demon. But, alright.
What artifact?
I will figure that out before next session. It's going to be there at the start of next session. I don't know what it is yet. I will figure that out.
I mean, how can Roran dream if he doesn't sleep?
D&D magic.
Dream is just a hallucination, baby. You're fine.
You just go. You
You're just
don't
zoning
notice it.
out really hard.
You
Yes.
zone
You
out.
zone
That's
out
what trancing
real
is.
hard.
Alright. And essentially this can negate everyone else's watches, too. But that's fine. All of you kind of find yourself in this weird forest. And as you guys kind of look around, you start traveling. And you find yourself in front of this ruins. You go through it and don't really encounter anything. At the end, you find yourself in a room with a large skeleton attacking you. Through teamwork, you're able to barely defeat it. And you find this interesting item. And the next morning you wake up and it's sitting in the middle of camp. And I will tell you what it is next time.
Okay.
All right, yeah, go Niles.
Yay!
Niles got a very fun one that now I gotta figure out what the hell it is.
Yay, cursed items.
Might be cursed. I don't know.
Interesting dream item
Yeah, no, that checks out.
for party loot, so that we have a basically a placeholder.
Actually,
Yeah, no, that's fun.
actually, you know
Do
what?
we have a...
I'm actually gonna see if D&D Speak actually has a artifact maker on here. I could just roll to see what it does.
It would be useful if we could get a note that's visible to everyone on party loot.
Let's see. There you go. You should be able to see it. Sorry. I thought I said everyone to see it, but only one person could.
Sorry.
Sweet, thanks.
Alright, now, since you were the one that, rolled the D100, go ahead and roll another one.
That's too much pressure. Okay.
38.
38?
48.
48. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Sitting in the middle of camp when you guys wake up, you find a obsidian trident that kind of looks like
That
it
is
has
cool.
that kind of has fire dancing along the prongs, And you kind of see
Oh,
red
man.
lightning too.
Ooh.
Detect magic. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can ritual detect magic and ritual identify, so
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do
we'll know
that.
we'll know in 20 minutes whether this thing is magic and what kind of magic it be do.
I'd wager it's magical.
It's an artifact.
It is an artifact, so identify.
Mm-hmm. All right. It is in fact magical. It is a magical trident. It's called Baal's Trident. Baal.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Balls trident.
It has hellfire that dances around it, and red lightning can arch out, and it's used to torture any loose souls. It has a 5% chance to return or transfer a soul into a body or object.
I don't know.
And
Oh crap, is this thing sentient?
it's a +1 trident that also does 1d4 of fire and 1d4 of lightning.
Right. Well, so you're gonna have to make a handout for that one.
Okay, let me make a
Now,
hand.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, a handout. I'll make this access to everyone.
That way we can determine who gets the cursed item.
Do we know it's cursed?
Probably. No.
Identify can't tell you.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let me do detect magic.
It appears to have some enchantments on it.
Yeah. It's definitely magical. It just won't tell you if it's cursed or not. Right?
Yeah. It won't tell you if it. Identify will tell you what the item can do, but it will not detect curses.
Okay. But detect magic just says it's magical, right?
Yeah. Basically, it's like, oh yeah, it's magical, all right.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure because I know some of the things. I don't know everything. Remember, I've only played a monk before.
That's true.
Tridents are a martial weapon that deal 1d6 damage, and they can be thrown.
I can use it.
It is not
Ranger,
finesse.
Are you guys not tripping out over the, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I saw a dream about this thing.
Same.
Also,
The
Sam.
hellfire and the souls.
Does this happen? Is this like a quick dream, or does this happen like throughout the night and in the morning?
It happens throughout the night.
Okay.
You kind of notice no one took a watch, but luckily no one approached camp.
oh man, we would have been fucked with if they had,
Yeah, I'm kidding. All this shit would have been known.
including our life. They would just fucking slit our throats. We're sleeping in their camp.
Ooh.
Is this where you wanted to end, Walls?
Yeah, this is a good stop to end. You guys can figure out what to do with the trident next week or in 2 weeks.
All right.
So our next session should be the
2
4th
weeks?
of July.
I probably
wow.
won't be here.
Yeah, so, well, I don't know what you want to do because I know
I won't be here. I'll be at a party.
I don't
How's
think
how's everyone's schedule on the 3rd?
Busy.
Busy. I'm
I
trying
mean,
to think.
I'll be here, probably, but I don't know how well the internet will do.
I'm trying to think how we can do this. Because I got another game next week I run.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because I don't
My
want
sched-
us to
My
go.
schedule's pretty open, so if you guys find a time, I can usually make something work, and as long as it's in the evenings.
I've often
Yeah, for now, like I just finished exams, so I'm like pretty free.
Yeah.
And I can speak for Ilros as well. He's always open.
I'm not open on Mondays, but any other time.
Whoa, man, got a commitment now, huh?
Sean, how's your schedule on the 2nd?
The second I play, I play my Curse of Strahd on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
We might just unfortunately have to play again on the 18th.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out. What days?
That or
What days is everyone free?
I mean, me and Beth are open Fridays, but I know that you're not.
I would say we're open pretty much any day you're not running a game. Just Wednesdays it has to be earlier in the day.
Which is not convenient for a lot of people.
I actually don't have a game set for the 28th, since the game I'm going to be in doesn't officially start till the 5th of July. Would that work for everyone on the 28th, which is not this Friday, but the next?
What time on the 28th?
The same time we started today, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not really sure. I would have
So
to.
like 3.5 hours ago.
That could work for me, but I would have to just double check on.
Wait,